All right, good morning, everybody, and welcome to July's forum. We are delighted you are here. There are donuts. We have a great program to present, lots of interesting information to share, but we're going to get started with a culture moment. And Ricky, I'm going to turn it over to you.
It's on. I guess I have to be really close to this one. Hi, I'm Robin Graham, and I'm here. Is Samantha here?
Yes, I'm here.
Here you are. For those of you who didn't know, Ricky asked me to come here today and, as a part of the forum, share the honoring of Samantha Sears that we did at the last Tuesday talk. This is a once, probably 3 times a year thing that the Gift Fund is doing in support not only of y'all, but also of the Extraordinary Impressions program that is an LCS directed this year. Samantha's up here because of you. You're the ones who said she represented just exactly what we wanted to see in an extraordinary fashion. Made us just so glad she's part of our staff. And Ricky asked me to share that again with the people on the forum and show what we're trying to do here. As I planned for this morning, it occurred to me there's something else I'd like to give her. Can you hold the microphone for me?
Sure.
The Gift Fund people who are here recognize this. This is our logo. There are words that go around this. And the words are, many hands touch many hearts touch many hands. I'd like, on behalf of the Gift Fund, to give this to Samantha as our first Resident's Choice Award winner.
And one more thing on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Santa. Happy birthday to you. Well deserved. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, thank you very much for that, Ricky. Next up is a video, and I'm going to turn it over to Perry to present.
Hey, good morning from Sales and Marketing. I'm Perry. Many of you were involved and know that we did a video not too long ago, and so we just got it back a couple of days ago. So this is about a little over 2 minutes in length, but it kind of showcases action, activity, things happening at Regency Oaks. So for all the stars in the room that participated, we appreciate it. But we'll take a minute to watch the 2-minute video.
Hi, my name is Brent Spence. I'm the Executive Director here at Regency Oaks, and I'd like to extend a welcome to this great community. Who are out there exercising on a daily basis. They're riding bikes, they're walking. We have lifestyle stations. We have a really active group of residents who participate and enjoy being outdoors. We have 3 outdoor dining venues. We have the grill on the breezeway. You can get a steak and a shrimp kebab to order every single night. We also have Bella Row. That's our new pizza oven, and it accommodates about 40 residents. You can get a stone-fired pizza right there on the grill, fresh and served at your table. It's a great new addition to the community. is Brent Spence. I'm the Executive Director here at Regency Oaks. I'd like to welcome all of you to drop by and visit. This is a great community. We'd like to be able to welcome you and show you around.
Full of words. We get paid by the word in case somebody do that. No, we're, again, thank you all very much. This video is going to help us showcase active, exciting events that go on here. So we appreciate everyone's involvement. And we'll have this on the website. It'll be a part of all of our marketing events that we do. And again, thank you all who participated. And for those that we inconvenience, we appreciate your support of that as well. Thanks a lot.
Yay.
All right. We liked it so much, we thought you'd like to see it again.
Lake Seminole Square.
Lake Seminole Square, all right. That was the right slide. All right, so I wanted to talk for just a minute about the weather activity sitting out here in the Gulf, and we'll go directly to the screen. As of this morning, it did move to hurricane status from a tropical storm. It's still a good ways out there in the Gulf. We are monitoring and watching this because it's taken a little bit of a troubling turn to the west. Yesterday, if you had looked at this, it was coming into Miami and it looked like it maybe was going to go up the east coast. The track has come a little further to the west. The good news is, although it looks like the eye is currently scheduled to come right over Tampa Bay, the very good news is this is going to be a very low-level hurricane. So for us, as it stands right now today, we think this is nothing more than a wind event, but we're going to continue to monitor it over the weekend, and I wanted you to know that the staff is on call. We're in our standby position. We're prepared to address this as we need to. It also has picked up speed a little bit, and let me show you another. So this is the updated wind anticipation, and you can see it's moved up by about a day. So they are looking at landfall right now down in the Keys. They will be on the leeward side. It's Sunday at 8 p.m. By Monday morning, we should start to experience some of the heavy rains and winds. They right now are still saying that the winds are, the routine winds are not going to exceed more than about 39 miles an hour. So again, we will watch this, and at this point, I don't need residents to do anything. You do not need to think yet about evacuating. You don't need to think about taking your possessions off of the lanais. We will continue to look at this. Right now, we think it's just going to be a rain event. If things change over the weekend, we will provide notification. We'll have in-house notifications at both front desks. We'll use a call them all to give you an update and an advisory. But I just want everyone focused on this over the weekend as we move into Tuesday. There are a couple of events that we are going to cancel. I know you will be sad to hear that we are going to cancel Tuesday Talk. It looks like we're all going to be really busy on Tuesday Talk, no matter what happens. There is a outing scheduled for Tuesday. We have not yet canceled that at this point, but again, look for that cancellation sometime over the weekend if these conditions begin to change. Any questions on the hurricane? All right, perfect. Accomplishments, and speaking of hurricanes, on June 9th, we did do our annual emergency preparedness presentation where we talked about what the community is doing to make sure we're ready for hurricane, and then we provided you with information on what you needed to do in order to be ready for this hurricane season. A couple of important things that came out of that is there is an update for the medical information that we retain, and it's for our planning purposes, so that in the event of an emergency or an evacuation, we have a list of your medications and your physicians and who your contact next of kin information is. All of that information is requested to be turned into the front desk. It is voluntary, although we encourage you, greatly encourage you to participate and make sure you've done your part to keep you and your family safe. There was also a handout provided. You only got the handout if you actually attended the seminar, but if you would like a list of the handout, it has the emergency supplies, what's on the emergency generator here at Regency Oaks, and it talks about a grab-and-go case and insurance, what you need to do in order to make sure that you've documented a list of your personal possessions. If you would like that, they are still available at the front desk, and you can get one there. Today is the last day of resident input on the 4 chair selections that are in the tavern. We are replacing the tavern tables and chairs, and we have 4 sample chairs that are in the tavern. We've labeled them A, B, C, D, and there is a way to register your opinion at just ask any one of the staff members, and they will be able to cast your vote. The decision or the input period ends today. We're trying to get this done this year. And what you're looking at is only the style of the chair. It is not the color of the fabric, color of the wood. All of that will be made, that decision will be made later. All we're looking at right now is, do you like the chair? Are they comfortable? And whether or not, which one of the 4 you prefer. And so that closes today. COVID environment continues to improve across the campus. There are now over 10 million Floridians who have received either their first or both vaccines. And that means that 82% of those over the age of 65 in Florida are now vaccinated. The numbers are even stronger. Here at Regency Oaks, it's 97%. And we have now have the capability, if you are a new resident coming in or you're one of the 3% who chose not to get the vaccine originally, you now have the opportunity to do that. Our health center, our clinical team is providing that service. We're using the Moderna vaccine. And so if you missed it and still have an interest in getting the vaccine, that service is available over at the health center. All right, I'm going to turn it over to Sherry.
Good morning, everyone. Happy Friday. My name's Sherry Choizo. I'm the Director of Financial Services. My report today is on our May financial statements. I am currently working on June's. For our May revenue, the entire campus was ahead of budget by $12,000. Our independent living revenue was slightly under due to multiple move-outs. Our IHFS revenue is ahead of budget by $8,000, and the health center helped offset our IL miss, was ahead of budget by $42,000. So again, campus-wide, we are ahead of budget for May. In relation to labor expenses, our total wages were under budget, $34,000, due to some vacant positions. That also means our taxes and benefits are under budget by $18,000. The good thing is we are managing our overtime very well. We are at 0.4% on a budget of 5%. Our controllable expenses and our non-controllable, so controllable are the expenses that the managers are responsible for in their departments, supplies, etc. And non-controllables are things like taxes, depreciation, and insurance. And both of those categories combined, we were under budget by $26,000. So we had a very good month. Our NOI for May was $430,000, and again, net operating income is the NOI. $430,000 on a budget of $330,000, so we were ahead of budget in 1 month by $100,000. And year to date, we are also ahead by $38,000. The community has incurred some revenue losses and expenses due to COVID-19. Those are reducing month over month. in the appropriate direction, and the community has no significant threats or weaknesses at this time. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Kyle from the Healthcare Center. Just want to give you a few updates for the month of June. So I was going to introduce Evan Poole, which I'm sure you have seen him all walking around on campus. He's been in some Tuesday talks, but he is out at a CNA school right now, helping with our recruitment for some new CNAs to come onto the campus. So he's with our recruiter doing that, but I'm sure you'll see him around. He's here doing his administrator and training program. So you'll see him on campus for the next 9 to 12 months, working with different departments, kind of getting really oriented with each department to make sure that he's successful as he grows in his AIT training, which is administrator and training, to get his nursing home administration license. COVID cases for the residents in the ALF, or assisted living and skilled nursing facility, continue to be 0. We did have 2 associates who did test positive that were false positives. So we know that sometimes we can get some false positives or false negatives. So they were tested again after they were positive, and they did come back negative, which is a good thing. Associate testing is still at a monthly testing, and the weekly county positivity rate is about 1.9%. So it's trended down dramatically, as Brant was mentioning, week over week, month over month. So it's really good for our residents and our visitation, so we can slowly start opening back up the nursing home and our assisted living, so visitors can slowly come back into the building. And we're working with the Department of Health and CMS for guidance to make sure that we're in compliance and doing everything we can to keep continuing to open up the facility. The assisted living, I know that Sherry already mentioned this, but was continuing to run at budget at 25.5. We're projecting that the ALF to continue to be full for the month of July. And the SNF also ran at a budget of 49, and we're projecting the SNF to be at our budget for the month of July as well. We did have our annual survey in the month of June. We had our health survey and our life safety survey, and it was a very successful survey, so the team did an awesome job. We had 4 minor citations for the health survey and a few minor citations for our life safety survey. And the POC was submitted on 6/27 of 2021, and that was accepted. So we're working on our plan of correction and our audits to correct those deficiencies. So when the survey team comes back for a resurvey, we'll be in compliance and we can go ahead and move on. The Department of Health was also in for an infection control survey on 6/25 of June 25th. There was no citations or deficiencies found during the visit, and they stated that Regency Oaks Healthcare Center was at the golden standard for their infection control measures. So they were doing an awesome job. And then CNA Week was celebrated June 20th to the 26th. So we did an event every day for our CNAs to make sure that they were celebrated and recognized for all the hard work that they do over there at our healthcare center. And that's the updates for the healthcare center for the month of June.
Good morning. I'm Lauren Rose, Director of Administrative Services. Thank you for joining us this morning. In administration, we collected the resident health history forms and that Brant mentioned a little earlier. If you have not submitted them, please do so. We entered the information to provide the paramedics this vital information if it's needed. Completed updating the disaster preparedness manual, apparently just in time. Took orders for hurricane supplies. Maintenance has ordered those supplies if you put yourself on the list. Assisted with the employee appreciation food bus. And I also want to let everybody know that the rumors that are floating around are true. I am leaving. I will be semi-retiring. I am moving out of the area to St. Augustine. My daughter is out there, and I have a brand new grandson. And I will be out there, as I said, semi-retired, working a part-time job and taking the baby and just relaxing. So I want to thank all of you for welcoming me into your homes. I've been here for 14 and a half years, and it's been quite a learning experience, I think, for all of you as well as for myself. Every day brought on something new. So thank you for all your kindness, and I will be here for another week. Brant has hired a young lady by the name of Renee who will be starting on Tuesday. So please be patient with her. It's all going to be new to her, and we are probably going to spend Tuesday through Friday behind closed doors in my office, so be patient with me as well. Thank you.
Good luck. Phil Cert, Johnny Hubbs.
The team.
The team. Yes, I'm retiring also. I hit the Powerball on Wednesday. Thank you very much. What a
Was that after your fourth or fifth bottle of wine?
sixth.
Sixth.
Just a couple updates here. The wine club continues to grow. We're actually on a waiting list now. We have 65 residents that attend the wine club. We continue our beer club, which we're up to about 20 residents. We had a great Mother's Day, Memorial Day buffet. The buffets are back. Enjoy the one on Sunday. Happy 4th of July. We started up our mystery dinner again, housewarming parties, the Breezeway. Bella Row is going really good with the pizzas. We got that down now. Well done, Johnny. Food and wine pairings continue, and the chef's table. Have a great day.
Thank you.
The Breezeway here on whatever this is called, the El Fresco, thank you. We commented about the 6 days that we had just passed of the treats and the meals that John and Ricky and his staff have completed. Started off with the Enchanted Evening, the beach party, which was magnificently decorated, excellent food, wonderful entertainment, and so forth, and everybody who went had a wonderful time. I unfortunately hadn't signed up in time, and it was closed by the time I got around to doing it, but it was a wonderful evening for many. 3 days later, then, we had the Father's Day brunch, an excellent brunch, along with shrimp cocktails and excellent roast beef. And then 3 days later, a gourmet dinner certainly appeared with lobster, excellent soup and salad and so forth. We're fortunate to have and then thinking forward, tomorrow, or 2 days from now, we're having another 4th of July brunch, which will be equally good, I'm sure. We're fortunate to have such an excellent food service staff, headed by Ricky and with a group of Johnny and Phil, plus the managers of various dining rooms, along with the cooks and the kitchen staff. In addition, we have wonderful servers, such as Sam, who just was in, although she's now a manager of the tavern in the morning. When Ricky came by, as he frequently does during the dinner, we mentioned this discussion and commented on our servers and dining staff. Although our special dinners are a treat, I think that to properly consider our food staff, we should remember the year that they've given us during this past few months. Many of us were reluctant to leave our apartments, and our food was delivered to start with twice a day, and then once a day for the whole, how many months was it that we?
Too long.
Too long, all right, too long. It was wonderful, and we want to thank the same kitchen staff, and join me in showing your appreciation for this staff for now, if you would.
And then one other update. We're saying goodbye to the bamboo utensils on the salad bar. Hallelujah! I can't even use those darn things. Thanks.
Good evening, everyone. Dr. Perez with Plan Operations. Here's an update for last month. We worked on the activities room, south building. The air conditioner was having a lot of issues. We replaced some parts and some compressors. We got that one going. The same thing with the tavern. We replaced some belts and one of the compressors that was out. We also worked on the pressure washing, the entrances, the breezeway, and even the health center we got. Also, we did some repairs on the concrete. We were having some trip hazards on the north building and the same thing on the south building in the back. And we completed our annual sprinkler inspection, and we are looking to get some of those replaced. Thank you.
Hello everybody, Jesse Rosalie, your EVS director. I just want to compliment Darwin for the poles out there. The light poles look great. They look great. Such a big enhancement. It almost looks like you're looking at a picture now. So they did a great job. So for this month, the month of June, we accomplished the following. All right. So Clearwater Carpet was here, as always. They're here every month. and they did all the common areas or the recreational areas in the South Building now. And they also did the tavern for the gentlemen here. So we also conducted 3 employee raffles. And I have to say, the donation or the items that were donated were of really high value. So I want to say thank you for those that are donating these items. The employees are thrilled. They look forward to these items and winning them. And they're free. We do not charge the team members anything for the donation that you give us. We just pretty much raffle them off to the employees. So just so you know, we don't charge the employees for these. It is totally free for them. But this last month, we had a lot of great items donated, so thank you. We also incorporated a new communication system for the housekeepers. Instead of me having to walk back and forth all the time, I'm able to communicate with them through eye touches. So now every housekeeping team member has a way to communicate quickly with me and able to send me any communication, anything they need without having to use pretty much their cell phone or anything like that. So that's a big accomplishment we were able to implement this month. And overall, we detailed the South elevators, the South elevators. So that's pretty much what we did this past month. Thank you.
The Director of Innovative Home Services. So in the month of June, we had 3 estate sales. Thank you everyone that comes. It's always fun to see everyone's faces come and buy some things and look around and just have some time to chit chat one-on-one. I really appreciate that. We had a new CNA that we hired and a new companion. We had employee appreciation for our CNAs and HHA staff during CNA week. And we have also currently on with us 85 residents that we're providing services to. We're doing about 1,200 hours a week. So thank you everyone for just coming on and believing with us as far as the care that we can provide to you. Happy 4th of July.
Very good, Mark, sales and marketing. This is fun. I get to talk twice. We had a great June. We did our normal marketing events, the lunches that we do that many of our great ambassadors help us with, and we entertained over 50 people, almost 60 people at the different events that we did. We did a very large new resident social last week because with COVID, we had gotten away from that, so we got back together so that the new residents could come together, meet one another, and just sort of start building new relationships as many of them have moved, or some of them have moved from out of the area. A couple of new residents that just moved in June, John and Florence Fiorello, a wonderful couple from just around the corner, and then Diane Zick. It's D-Z-I-K, but pronounced Zick. Diane moved down from Ocala. She's a wonderful new addition as well, and I'm sure you'll be seeing her out and about and around. On sales-wise, our budget for June was 5 sales. We ended up with 7, so that was really good. Judy and Lucy and Becky worked very hard, and we were a deficit. We had a deficit of coming into the quarter because of the first quarter, but we made up for that. So we had a wonderful, wonderful June. July's off to a great start with activity, things that we have planned, deposits that we've already received. So things continue to move along well with sales. And again, the residents here, I can't tell you how much that what all you all do in terms of referrals and helping us is greatly appreciated. So keep telling us your friends and people that you think ought to be great new neighbors, and we'll work on contacting them. But thanks again, everyone, and happy 4th.
Good morning, Regency Oaks. How are you? Happy Friday. Yay. Doesn't the town hall look beautiful? Yes. I'll answer for you, yes. So in the month of June, we had Todd Seymour. He was our financial planner. His seminars will keep going on as the months go on. Hello, how are you? We had our vocal cords new instructor. He's fantastic. Thank you. As well as we assisted with the RO Scholarship Fund video. We're so happy for everyone who donates towards that. So thank you so much. It really contributes to our employees. So we really appreciate that. As well as we recorded the annual hurricane meeting, the Venture Awaits cocktail party. We organized the employee appreciation food bus. If you ever notice, about once a month, we have our food bus out there, and we're just pouring back into our employees because we understand that that's very important, and that's what makes Regency Oaks Regency Oaks, is because our employees are so awesome. As well as we had our St. Pete Pier bus trip, which was a huge success. We had about 55 residents signed up. We actually took 2 buses, so that's a total of about 44 people, not including Ginger as well as the driver. So I'm so happy that we're getting out there, we're active, we're in the community, and we're looking to do just different things as our demographic changes. So we're looking to keep doing trips like that where we'll go out to St. Pete, we'll go to lunch, and then come back to the community. So I'm very happy about that. Of course, if you ever have suggestions about restaurants or trips that you're looking into, please contact myself or Ginger, and we always look forward to that. I also want to give a huge shout out to Darwin. Thank you to your team. You're always on standby, helpful to us, so we really appreciate you. Thank you, Darwin.
I'm Leslie Haas, Resident Services Director for the month of June. We had our 2 bereavement group for your Good Grief support, as well as our monthly sharps and prescription disposal. We still are able to hold our new resident lunch, and those continue to be well attended. And we continue to screen residents, visitors, and staff members on our AccuShield machine for our COVID screening and temperature checks. And we had Scott Rolston, nurse practitioner with Professional Health Cares of Pinellas, and he did a caregivers and dementia talk. Thank you.
All right, that concludes our administrative reports, and we're going to open it up for any questions that we might have.
Hours off. So if that could be fixed.
Yes, ma'am.
I have a question, and I may be totally wrong, totally confused. When you gave the hurricane preparedness talk, I thought I understood you to say that if your children, adult children, had to be evacuated, that they were welcome to come here, so that you didn't want us worrying about them. However, the handout says absolutely not. So I don't know which is right.
So here's how we handle evacuations during a hurricane, is we don't want anyone at risk. You may recall with the last hurricane, we had about 60 people from the mobile home park who sought refuge with us. Now, we did turn them away, but we're not going to turn family away. Here's what we do require, is that you register people through us. It's conceivable. We have, let's just do the numbers real quick. We have about 500 residents in the community. We have about 350 associates with spouses. That's 700. And if you take all the families, that's probably about 1,200. So we're well over 2,000 people that we would potentially accommodate. So we cannot take everyone, but we also are not in the habit of turning away people who need shelter that are part of our family and our loved ones. And so the key to the whole thing is early notification to make sure I have the supplies, the manpower, and the necessary equipment to take care of additional refugees. And so the real answer is it's pre-planning. If you give me no notice and 2 minutes before the storm hits, yeah, we may not be able to accommodate a family of 20. But there's a advanced planning, early notification. We will be able to take care of our families.
This is for Perry. I was just wondering if the referral reward system was still in place.
Yes, great question. It absolutely is. Currently, in this new quarter, the referral is $3,000. So anybody that has anyone that you think we should be talking with that is not someone that's currently in our database that we've been talking with already, but someone new that you can refer us to, and we get them closed, then 30 days after they've closed, you will then get a credit on your monthly service fee. And so right now, in quarter 3, that incentive is $3,000, and we love paying that out.
Harry?
Yes.
What is our occupancy here now?
Occupancy is right about 90% right now. We believe over the next couple of months that we should grow that a few percentage points, but 90% is pretty good, but we'd like to be just a little bit better than that.
We have a question over here.
Please give us an update on the warm water situation. Is there a time that it begins? Many of my friends are getting it, and I'm not yet.
Yes, I just got an email this morning, a tracking device. The pump should be here around 10 o'clock, and it's going to be installed today before the end of the day. They're having a lot of problems with the manufacturer, but you're right already. So it's going to be installed before the...
So we should expect hot water then very
Yes,
soon.
ma'am.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
Darwin, I'm noticing that a lot of our gutters are overflowing, that there's leaves in it, particularly on the west side of the grand lobby, and then along where the bank is. With more water coming, can we get rid of the leaves? And there's also a split in the seam.
Exactly.
Outside the pool.
Outside the pool? Okay.
And then also the back of the grand lobby.
Looks like it.
All right, well, thank you very much for joining us. I hope everybody has a wonderful July 4th. There's an exceptional picnic, and have a great holiday weekend. Thanks for being here.